Hi, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. In earlier videos, you may have heard me talk about a business best practice called Kaizen. Kaizen is a business strategy used to change culture, to change the way we do things around here, to make things better very quickly. So we run Kaizen events to improve processes very quickly, to rethink the way we handle service with customers, things like that. And wise and astute individuals use Kaizen on themselves. Kaizen's to make their lives better, to live a healthier, happier, more fulfilling life, more meaningful life. So I use Kaizen and have for years with my clients and most certainly with my family and myself. So today I'm going to walk you through a little bit more about how to do Kaizen. We've already talked about, we know we've done Kaizen when we have evidence that things are better, that what we're reaping is better than what we were reaping before the event. So how do we know we did Kaizen? We have evidence that we made things better. It's the first thing I'll always ask a team when they've completed a Kaizen is how are things different and how are things better? How is this better? Where's the evidence? And that's where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. Now, the methodology we use when we approach Kaizen, typically, and there's different forms, of course, of problem-solving models you could use, but I like to use one called DMAIC, D-M-A-I-C. Perhaps you've heard me reference DMAIC before. But DMAIC is a model, and it starts with define, and then measure, and then analyze, and then improve, and then control what we've improved. Now notice in this illustration, it's circular because life is circular, all right? And unfortunately, a lot of us are trained in a very linear way where we start, we complete something, and we think we're done. Kaizen challenges this, and Kaizen says we're never done, okay? Because it's a changing world. No one wants a Six Sigma floppy disk or typewriter anymore. Once we get things as great as we think we can get them, we have to start thinking outside the box a little bit because, again, no one wants a Six Sigma VHS tape, right? And businesses have gone out of business. Where's Blockbuster today? Because they didn't adapt quickly enough to this changing, innovative world. So Kaizen's a way to continuously change, to get comfortable with change. Kaizen means good change. So we want to get our culture, our people, our teams comfortable with change, making change, getting excited about change. And the way we do that is we bring a team together, we pull out DMAIC, we say let's define the current state and find out if there's anything wrong or crazy about it, so to speak, and we always find things that could be improved. Let's define the project. Let's be clear. Let's define the mission this team's all about. So let's define right up front the voice of customer. What's the customer telling us? Let's define right up front the current state, and then let's measure it. Let's get proof. Let's get facts and data that say, hey, it is what it is. All right, it is what it is. And a lot of those facts and data are going to tell us it's not that great. It could be better. So now the team has a collective mind on the current state by defining and measuring it. So one of the most powerful attributes of DMAIC is aligning the team, getting everyone on the same page. So we've defined, we've measured. Now we go into this Kaizen event. In many cases, it's an event where we bring the team together for a few days, lock them in a room, so to speak, not really, but you put them in a room to say, it's time to make change. But before we make the change, we have to do the analysis. So let's find the root causes to the real undesirable effects, the problems. All right, let's find those root causes. Let's find the inputs causing the outputs, to go back to the IPO diagram that you've heard me speak about before, this diagram here, where we say, look, the Y's are what we're reaping, the X's are what we're sowing. Okay, it's not enough to just focus on the Y's, the measures, right? So we take so long. What do we do about that? We've got to figure out the X's, the critical X's. Is it the design? Is it the capability? Is it the tooling? Is it the way we communicate? What are the critical X's causing us to take so long or to make a lot of errors or things like this, or to upset our customers? We look for that, we find it together as a team, and now we approach the improvement. And we make those changes quickly. Changes in policy, changes in design, changes in procedure, changes in methods, changes in measurements. Whatever the changes need to be, we make those, we make them quickly, and now we measure again. For the next several weeks, months, we run a pilot, whatever it is we do. Let's gather evidence that we've made things better. This is where it really gets exciting. Let's prove we made good change. Let's prove we did Kaizen, and then let's control the gains with the C. That's where we put in the standard work, we put in measurements, we put incentives, we put in governance, whatever it takes to make sure. Now, this is the new way we do things around here. We used to do things this way, and that's culture. Now we do things around here differently. That's a culture change. A lot of people think culture change takes years and years and years to make. Kaizen says no. We can make change in a week. We can change the way we do things around here within this scope, within this space, in 1 week. That's mind-blowing. That's transformational change, and that's transformational leadership. It doesn't have to take a year to do something that can be done in a week. It doesn't have to take 3 years to do something that can be done in 3 days. That's transformational leadership. Stay tuned. I'll give you more as we go. Thanks for stopping by.